I'm Derek Mountfield and you're watching Toffee TV.
Welcome to the Everton Daily, a new news show brought to you by Toffee TV. Ped done his yesterday, I am here today. It is me, Baz. And today's subjects we're going to be talking about are the two potential ground moves. Phil Jagielka basically telling us we need 10 new players in the summer and 3 players that have been linked with moves into Goodison Park today. But let's kick off with stadium. 2 locations have been identified now. The Stonebridge Cross area of Liverpool, as well as a venue down at the North Dock. I have to say I'm not that excited by the Stonebridge Cross situation at the moment. I think for me it smacks a little bit of Kirby. Not quite, but you know, that kind of thing. And obviously, as the development went forward, I'd need to see more information about that one. But I'm more excited by the venue down at the North Dock. I just think Everton with a waterfront venue, you know, down there, I just think it'd be amazing. Set against the Liverpool, you know, skyline. I think it'd be incredible. Nice blue roof, big Everton crest on the side of it, so that all the people coming in on the boats can see our stadium. I just think it'd be absolutely fantastic, and it's going to be really, really interesting to see if that is a viable option for us. You know, Joe Anderson, the mayor of Liverpool, yesterday told us that Walton Hall Park was dead in the water, but said that 2 venues had been identified and that Everton will be playing in them by 2019. That tells me moves are very much afoot. It also tells me that potentially the Stonebridge Cross area is probably the easier to get up and running inside those 3 years. But what do I know? It could have already started down at the docks. Stay tuned for Toffee TV. We'll be following that story right the way through. So moving on to the second story of today, and that is Phil Jagielka has said that Everton may need to replace up to 10 players this summer. And he quite strangely says, I'm talking about 13 players as well. I'm hoping he means Osman, Gibson, Tim Howard, Tony Hibbert, those kind of players. My phone is so annoying. It's Ped telling me to do Facebook, not happening. You know what I mean? What kind of mad statement is that? But to be honest, he probably is right. There's probably going to be 5 or 6, maybe even 7 if you include the likes of McGibbon. Gets shut of him. But I think on Sunday we saw 2 or 3 players there. The youth, the young lads coming through that could quite easily fill into those spots in Everton's first team squad. So, if we can just then add 4 or 5 more players that we have to buy, a bit more quality, then, that's the job done. I'm sure he's right. I'm sure there will be a big overhaul in the squad this summer. But it obviously depends on who comes in and what their vision is for Everton. 3 players that have actually been linked with moves into Everton today, which I find a little bit bizarre because we haven't got a manager. Or is it bizarre? Is it, as the manager actually said, the new manager, has he actually said these are 3 players that we would like? But 2 of them are strikers, so they get the nod from me. The other is a Uruguayan centre-half playing in Russia. We know how players from Russia tend to do for Everton, don't we? The players are, of course, Maurizio Lemos. Looks like Lemo, being on the Lemo, maybe. I don't know, maybe whoever written this article's been on the Lemo. He is a 20-year-old Uruguayan centre-back playing for Ruban Kazan in Russia. Barcelona are allegedly looking at him as well. So if he's got a toss-up between Everton and Barca, he's probably going to go to Barca. The other 2 are Arkadiusz Milik of Ajax, but makes sense if we got Frank de Boer in as a manager, of course. And the other one, he's a 22-year-old striker. He has 21 goals in 31 games, so that's quite an impressive return, albeit it is in Holland, and we tend to think Matej Kezman rather than Ruud van Nistelrooy when we talk about strikers who scored a lot of goals, although Luis Suarez scored goals there and here, of course. And the other one is AZ Alkmaar striker Vincent Janssen, who has 20 goals in 29 games. He is a 21-year-old centre-forward. So if it's centre-forwards coming in, they get my vote every single day of the week. But like I say, it's a little bit mad because at the moment we don't even have a manager. But it's interesting just to see whether, anyone has given Everton those names, it's more likely to just be paper talk. And probably if you bookmark this daily news and then we add it every time we put a player link, we will probably finish the summer linked with about 75 players. That's just how it goes. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Toffee TV1. Like us on Facebook. We want to get those Facebook likes right the way up. We're about 270 subs off the 10k mark, which is fantastic. You can see this is live. That's me little fella trying to get involved again. Don't forget to leave us comments on each of the topics I've talked about today. The two ground locations, Stonebridge Cross and the North Dock. Also, Phil Jagielka's comments about Everton might need to replace 10 players this summer. What are your thoughts on that? Leave them in the comment section below. Also, what are your thoughts on us being linked with 3 new players today? Let me know in the comment section below. Look out for the daily news. It will be here every single day. I've been Baz. Catch you next time on Toffee TV.